to record this. First time the phone fell, second time I forgot to hit the button. Goopy Gus, I am Goopy Gus. First video from the new nerdery. Like the hatchery, but for nerds. My lovely wife went above and beyond and cleaned up my game room, built me some shelves. It's baller. I'm excited. But while we're here, we're talking about the Hunger Games. Once I get these shelves organized a bit more, you're going to see my mini fridge, all the snacks, and the awesomest book present I've ever gotten, maybe. It's tied with the Lord of the Rings leatherbound I got last year. But let's talk about Hunger Games. Okay, do this review the normal way. Plot. Okay, so in America, all the states and colonies or whatever rebelled against the Capitol. Excuse me, I just had dinner. And they were sick of their shit. The Capitol decided, oh, we're going to send our better technology. And the Capitol won. Now, every year, a boy and a girl from every district, there's technically 12 districts, has to go forth and play in this game, arena, where you have to kill each other. The winner gets food and happiness, as you can tell. Hunger Games, not a lot of stuff to eat. Which is weird, because they eat a lot in this book. You've seen the movie. I don't know what to explain to you the plot. But let's just say you haven't seen the movie. That's basically the plot. Boy and girl, 24 kids total, fight to the death. Ages, I think, 12 to 18 or 10 to 18. I forget which. It doesn't matter. Cool. That's a cool plot. I've seen it done before, and I've seen it done better. However, I really liked it. I thought this was epic. I just really like that plot. I'm going to give the plot an A. This is a very positive review. A lot of people were actually really supportive of me reading this. It's YA, so I wasn't thinking it, but I got a lot of comments like, oh, I reread the Hunger Games every year. Hunger Games is the shit. My favorite character, I don't want to spoil it, but who is your favorite character? So, we're going to talk about that at the end. So, stay till the end, please. Okay. Characters. Katniss is your main character, which is funny because she uses a bow and can't miss. Ah, Katniss can't miss. Got it. But she's basically stoic. She's kind of like, I don't care, blah, blah, blah. I'm here to win. I got family. But her offset from her district is named Peeta Mellark, a baker named after bread. Who'd have thought that? That wasn't clever. And he's kind of like, oh, I love everybody. Let's just get along. I don't want the games to change me. And I really liked Peeta. Did not like Katniss. I mean, she was, the character herself was fine. But I'm like, I wouldn't get beers with Katniss. I'd get beers with Peeta, though. Cinna. Cinna, her stylist, is a stylist. He's smart. He's like, hey, y'all from the poor cup. You're all from the poor place, but let's not make you look poor. Like Cinna. And my favorite character is Haymitch Abernathy, played by Woody Harrelson in the movie. That could have a part of it. A huge Woody Harrelson fan. But he's a drunk. He decides, you know what? I'm going to sober up and get my shit together. And people need to get their shit together. So I can relate to that. I thought that was amazing. So characters, I'm giving another A. Okay, I do pros and I do cons. Pro. Once the fighting got going, it became a survival story. And Suzanne Collins, handled that very well. I like how they talked about hypothermia, food, and hunger. And it wasn't just a battle royale. And using the environment and the political repercussions of what's going on, I really liked that. Those are solid pros. Con, you're about halfway through the book. Just shy of halfway before she actually gets to the games. So the world building's a little thick. And the time they spend at the Capitol, I think a lot of storylines are really flushed out. Like, she doesn't actually say it, but she like, I'm laying it on real thick, guys. It's like when I walk into a room, I'm like, hey, 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 I'm sexy. And then you know what's up. You know what's up. That's a big con for me, where she laid on some of the moral, political lines a little thick, and some of the plot lines were kind of drug out, but not bad enough to actually present a problem. Like, this book was great. I loved it. It's 330 pages. Let's talk about the journey. How did I enjoy, this is a re-journey. How did I enjoy my second trip into Pan Am? I fucking loved it. I thought this was great. I really liked the arty, farty style of the Capitol, whereas the bare basic, bare bones minimalist of the poor community, where the Capitol's like, oh yeah, eat, makeup, yada, yada, yada. And the poor community's like, I just want to have dinner once this week. And I really appreciated that. The moral and political repercussions were touched on and dealt with, but they weren't like made like, oh, this is my political beliefs and this is no, this is just a rebellion story. It's Star Wars. It's Battle Royale. It's like, hey, let's rebel. All the Capitol's like, we don't want you to rebel, though. We're going to kill you. And some people get murdered and some don't and whatever. But I really like that. And the characters, like Haymitch is my favorite. Peeta Mellark is really cool. Katniss, I don't like her, but I think her character is fine. Of course, the other tributes are touched upon, but they're more or less like, oh, that's the rich kids. Those are the weird kids. And these are the young kids. They aren't going to make it. But how do I rate the Hunger Games? I'm going to give it an A-. I'm going to give it an A-. The only other thing that keeps this from being hardcore over the top for me is I think if some people were told, hey, you're going to go fight in this game and you're probably going to die, I think a lot more shit would get fucked up. I think some people would have been, I guess by now they're used to it. But I was like, hey, look, I'm 12. Oh, you're going into the game and you're going to get shot and stabbed and murdered to death. Oh, great. I'll just play along and do whatever you want. No, I'd be crying. I'd be running. I would not be a good participant. Now, Josh, however, I still would not be a good participant. But now I'd be like, yo, we got tons of food. Let's just sit down and wait this thing out. Eventually, they're going to get bored and send something after us. And then we'll just kill off what comes after us. And the last one alive is the last one alive. Good on you, right? But A- for the Hunger Games. Book 14 of the year. I think it's book 14. I forget which. I'll have to look. But I'm doing really good on my reading challenge of 100 books. But I said to please stay. So now that you're still here, I want to do a Catching Fire spoiler discussion at the end of the month. That's my goal. I want to do a spoiler discussion live of Catching Fire towards the end of the month. I don't know what day. If you're interested, my Instagram's linked. Most of you have it. If you don't have it, great. If not, I forgot my Instagram. I'll link it in the comments at some point or have my wife do it tomorrow. But this has been your boy Prue. Stay creepy, and welcome to the new game room. Hopefully this signifies a good change for me. I did not enjoy last year. It was not a fun year for the Prue. This year is already a little bit better, and I hope things work out. Deuces.